Hi you guys, this is Jen with another journal that I made. I'm going to try and go slower this time because I'm so anxious to get off of this video stuff that I just kind of fly through everything and then I forget to show you part of the features. Anyway, this is a journal about fairies, and on the front cover I've got a little tiny fairy charm. It's just closed with seam binding that I tied around a couple of times. The front picture, I don't know where this came from. I've had it for a long time, but it's just a picture of a child with a teddy bear visiting with a bunch of fairies at night. I thought it was really cute. Down here it just says a little magic, and actually that's pretty much what I'm going to name the journal because I think fairies are a little bit of magic. On the first page, you open it up and there is a picture of a little girl. I got these images from Cindy McDermott. I just love them. I'm hoarding them, and this is the first one that I've actually used because I think they're so cute. Down here is a little tiny pocket, and in the pocket I have a couple little tags on safety pin that are just blank, and then here's a little piece of paper. It says, "Garden fairies come at dawn, bless the flowers, then they're gone." And I don't know, I just thought that was a really cute saying, and she looks kind of like a little garden fairy with all the flowers around her. So these pages are just coffee dyed and stained cardstock. I got this cardstock from Stampin' Up, and it's a lot heavier than your regular cardstock, but this is for just for journaling. So what I did was to make it more interesting, I took bits of lace and decorative pieces of stuff and I laid it down and then sprayed over it to get this kind of textury looking stuff on the paper, so that if you don't feel like journaling, you don't have to look at a plain white page. This is a doily and a cupcake wrapper. I got that at the dollar store. I thought they were kind of cute. They already had flowers on them. And here is a little tag. I got these from Rosemarie Archdera. I don't know if I'm saying that name right, but she's a good friend, and she sent me some little fairy tags that she had stamped. Anyway, so there's, a piece of cardstock folded in half, so there's like 4 journaling pages right there. And here's another little tuck spot with a little fairy tag. And I sewed this on the edge. Then we have this page with this little girl. It says "Suddenly Magic" and "Believer in Fairies" down here. And I just, added the wings and the little crown of flowers to her head. On this page, it's a pull-out thing like this. It's kind of hard to get all this in the camera lens. Me and my videos, I'm not very good at this. Anyway, there's a little boy, and then this one you can pull out, and this is a little tag that says, "Come away, O human child, to the waters and the wild, with a fairy, hand in hand, for the world's more full of weeping than you can understand." And there's a little key attached to that tag. And then the paper that's inside here is just coffee stained paper that you could journal on or put secret notes on or whatever, that exciting stuff. And that tucks back into this side pocket for my pull-out. Also, my backdrop is falling down. I have nothing but trouble with videos. But anyway, we're just going to go ahead and plow right through this. So when you pull the cover over, it actually covers this page of this little girl like that, and then it opens. And here are some more cardstock pages. This has a little tag in it that I just stuck in here. This has paper on the edge that I punched and then sewed to make a little tuck spot or pocket. This is the back side of that page, and inside here is a little tag inside this little bag, and this is the second part of that page with the same thing. I took different kinds of things and sprayed over the top of them to make the paper more interesting. This page, I made a little bag out of cotton, and I sewed the word believe on there. I guess that's, I don't know, embroidery or something like that. And then inside the tag, I only put part of the quote over here. I love this quote. It says, "Fairies, come and take me out of this dull world, for I would ride with you upon the wind." And the rest of the quote is, "Run at the top of the disheveled tide and dance upon the mountains like a flame." This was written by William Butler Yeats in 1894, so I figure if it's been around that long, it must be worth something. And I got this picture of this family, which I thought was really funny, because nobody ever looks happy in these old-time pictures. I guess they probably told them not to smile or something, but it just looked like a child saying, "Come and take me out of this dull world." So this has a little paper clip on it that I stuck this little thing on, and those tuck back in here in this little bag behind the word believe. And then down here at the bottom, I have a little envelope, and inside the envelope I have a little fairy tag, and this is I stuck a clock face on the top of this. It's a moon with a hat on it. So that's that page. And then I've got this page, a little photograph of two little boys that I turned into little fairy boys, and just some miscellaneous stuff. I put some ribbon or seam binding, actually, that I bunched up and sewed down the side over here. And here's another piece of cardstock for journaling. This is a snippet, which I just learned is taking a piece of fabric and then sewing all your bits of old lace on it, and then you have like a whole long roll of lace attached to a fabric thing, and it's really cool, and it's a good way to use up all those little bits of lace that you have. So I turned it into a little pocket, and here is a little thing. It says "Remember to Play." It's got a picture of a little girl with a fairy wings, and it's just a little sheet, page that I made. And here is just some coffee dyed paper, to stick in there with it. And this is the inside of those pages. I used lace to spray over the top of. This was a stencil of daisy type flowers that I sprayed over the top of. Here is another page that just had some tiny pictures of little fairies, and I just thought they were really cute. I changed my spray bottle. I make my own sprays with magic markers. I take them apart and put alcohol in them, and I made a new pink spray, and it's like kind of dark, but yeah, so that's where the spray came in over there. And on my music paper I was trying to add a little pink, and I kind of added a lot of pink. But anyway, this there's a couple doilies, some background book pages, and music paper, and she's holding a basket of flowers. There's tuck spots behind here. This is a little tiny, I don't know, card or whatever, and it just fits in that little tuck spot. This page is a beautiful little girl. I got this image, I think, again, either from Paula Lemon or Cindy McDermott. They've both been so kind to send me stuff, and I love it. And then this little tag here I got from Sue Olson's shop. It's just a little, looks like a little fairy, so I stuck that in there. And this was actually, this is a coffee filter, and I did that, you know, texture paste on it. That's what I'm trying to say. And it looks really kind of cool. And then I put a doily here, and then this just round thing, and here's a little tag that slips in there. Here's a little, I don't know, piece of paper. Found that from Sagita, you know, putting the napkins on the book pages, and I just made it into a little flip open book thing. And here is another piece of cardstock. After every page, I've got like 4 pages that can be journaled on. Down here it says fairy specimen, and this is a little thing that I made. It's a piece of wood, like a square, and then I put a picture on it and put glossy accents over it to make my own little tile, I guess you would call it. And this is the inside of those 2 pages. Here's a stamp I did, and then I colored it with glitter ink or something like that, and I stuck that down there to make it look like she's got a fairy on a leash, or a butterfly. Oops, sorry. So here we go. This is also from Rosemary. She sent me this pretty fairy tag. It's kind of a gold ink or something like that that she used. It's really pretty. It's just on there with a paper clip. And this page, I thought that picture was kind of hysterical of that little girl with a bonnet. Looks like it's tied too tight. And I turned her into a fairy, and I put, I stamped my little pink bunny, or my little bunny stamp on some pink fabric. I love that bunny stamp. I don't know why, but every time I see it, it just makes me smile. And then this says Mother Goose. That was from some paper that I had left over. I don't even know what kind it is. And here's some rose tissue paper that I glued on over the book page. And the last page is a little fairy butterfly guy. There's book pages and music paper, and then down here there's a little tiny vial. It's got sparkly glitter in it. It says wish dust on it, and it says everyone needs love and a little fairy dust. So that's pretty much the whole thing. This will be available in my Etsy shop. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.